Perhaps you might consider leaving your door unlocked at night.
Hello.
The Black Fog seems terrifying. If I'd been there, I'd have buried myself in the garden or jumped in the sewer before it reached me.
Thankfully, all the patients and nurses were fine. Only Leonard's daughter got a few bruises.
But what a shame it is that the building was ruined. It was 300 years old, you know. The stained glass alone was a masterwork.
Bugger! I just can't seem to spit it out. I feel like my chest's on fire.
Take this medicine 3 times a day, and you'll feel better tomorrow. Case 132. Clinical symptoms. Burning sensation in chest, blackening of ears. Quite different from a regular tuberculosis patient. Maybe this is a different disease altogether.
Damn this Black Fog. Qualifiers are cancelled, fairs closed down. Even Cross Street's been cordoned off. To see the posters of the athletes all covered up with fires, it's utterly hopeless. Workers are striking again, just like the old days. They seem to be the only ones who dare to go outdoors. Although, since so many have lost their jobs, I suppose they don't have any reason to go out anymore. What are you doing, Miss Tooth Fairy?
Collecting saliva samples to put in petri dishes. I want to see what will grow. The sample I collected 2 days ago has already grown something unusual.
Something unusual?
A ball of black fog, weaker than the one I met in the alley. Its existence is unstable. Its form changes daily. It doesn't appear to have any self-consciousness, but that critter in the alley was definitely intelligent.
Huh. This thing. It looks like the illustration in the old book I read to me son. I can't quite remember the title, but it does mention a creature like this.
A creature like this?
Oi! Miss Tooth Fairy! It's an emergency, Dal. The little tack is in danger.
Please, Mr. Hat, keep your voice down in the hospital. The patients need to rest.
Sorry about that, but this can't wait. Miss Tooth Fairy, they said a girl's climbed to the top of the old bell tower, and she's planning to jump off.
A girl? You mean...
Yeah, Flutterpage. No normal girl could climb all the way up there.
Oi, girl! Get down! It's dangerous up there!
Knock, knock. The little knocker-upper loves hanging sheets. Every one of them brings back a sweet memory. The first sheet smells like cucumber and tobacco. The second, night dew and stars. The third, mummy's cuddles. Knock, knock.
You know, you didn't need to come up so high just to hang your sheets.
Miss Tooth Fairy, well, what are you doing here?
I wanted to ask you the same thing.
I'm having some quiet time in my secret base. Off you pop. We'll meet up later.
I understand your need for privacy, but given that almost everyone in London is talking about a girl who's about to jump off the bell tower, I'd say this isn't the spot for it.
Jump off the bell tower? Oh, like I might fall? Don't worry, I'll be fine as long as the wind's blowing. I'll ride it all the way to,
Australia?
Yeah, Australia. They must be preparing for the finals there. Come here, Miss Tooth Fairy. Have a seat.
Come on, Liberty! Quickly! It's dangerous up there!
Don't listen to him, Liberty! Oh, you! Watch your word! She might jump right off the bloody thing!
Why?
Why what?
First, they told me to get down, and then they told me not to. Why'd they change their minds so quickly? Not just them. It's like all of a sudden, everything's changed. People said they wanted the qualifiers, but then they cancelled them. They said they'd find a solution, but then they just completely gave up on solving the problem. Why couldn't they just keep at it until they achieve something? It's like climbing this bell tower. You've got to push through and keep going until you reach the top. Otherwise, you'll never get to enjoy the view.
Maybe they... Well, I don't know.
Miss Tooth Fairy, I think I did something wrong. I can cut my own hair, cook my own meals, and do my own laundry. No one taught me. I just figured it out myself. I used to think the world was like the fish tank I had at home. No matter how many questions I had, the answers were all inside, just like the fish swimming in there. I was patient too. I'd take the fish one by one and carefully look them over. And I wouldn't stop until I checked every scale. Yep, every single one. Well, unless Mum and Dad scolded me. Actually, sometimes I couldn't figure out why they hit me. I just had a lot of questions, and I wanted to know the answers. Anyway, now I've learned the truth about the world. It's different from what I imagined. I thought it was a round tank, but it was actually square. I thought there were goldfish swimming inside, but actually there were pinching crabs and chomping sharks. Sometimes even just pieces of rubbish. The round tank only existed in my mind, and all the answers I found were nothing, just my imagination. And what's worse is that I hurt others with my imaginary answers.
You mean Miss O'Hagan?
I let her down.
I spent my entire youth learning how to get along with others. And you know what I realized? People will change as long as the result benefits them. Once things are going well, whether expected or not, people often forget the goals they set before they reach that point. What I'm trying to say is, we need to remember who we really are and what we really want. Miss Willow must have known what she really wanted. Otherwise, she wouldn't have become the youngest floor ritual record holder of the century. I'm sure she understands that it wasn't your fault. You didn't hurt her. In fact, you didn't hurt anyone. You just need to look at the fish tank in a new way.
It hurts.
What's wrong? Let me take a look. You're losing a tooth. A new tooth is pushing out the old one.
A new tooth? But I've already lost all my baby teeth.
Open your mouth. Don't worry, it won't hurt.
Ouch!
It's out. Look.
I thought I didn't have any baby teeth left.
Well, you don't anymore. This was the last one.
Ew, it stinks.
It does. I suppose I'll keep this then.
Let's listen again to the interview she had all those years ago. As the youngest floor ritual record holder of the century, you're just one step away from becoming the world champion. What else do you wish to achieve in your career?
My ultimate goal is to win the finals of the Uluru Games. But I'll also register for as many events as possible. I have a lot I want to achieve, but I'm patient, and I'm sure I can do it all eventually.
Now, old friend. It's just you and me, isn't it?
Careful with the scaffolding, fellas. You wouldn't want it to fall on your feet. You'll be hobbling about for months.
Here's the reimbursement application form. Just fill in the numbers and give me the receipt for the materials. I'll contact the Uluru Committee for your compensation.
Is there really no hope, Mr. Fogg? We didn't build all this just to tear it all down.
I'm sorry.
To be honest, we'd rather not do this, even if we're getting paid for it. We were over the moon when we got this job. I mean, just look at this place. The huge billboards and that lovely stage background. How could we not be? It's been yonks since we last had an event like this. And who knows when we'll have another. Is there really nothing we can do?
Excuse me,
Oops. Look at me, blocking the doorway with me ladder. Begging your pardon, miss.
That's quite all right. I'm glad to stay a little longer and talk with everyone. None of us want to leave, actually.
How sad. But it's true. Who'd want to leave after all the trouble we've gone to?
Miss Bartley, I must say, I didn't expect to see you here after all the qualifiers were cancelled.
Hello, Mr. Fogg. I'm glad to see you back on your feet.
Well, I can't wallow all day. There's a lot of cleaning up to do. And someone has to do it. How about you, Miss Bartley? Will you be leaving shortly?
Yes. I suppose I'll go home and wait to hear the arrangements the committee's come up with.
Why don't you stay for a few more days?
Well, I don't think there's much point. In fact, I'm the #1 seed this year, so I don't even have to participate in the qualifiers to advance in the finals. It's a new system they introduced to get a step closer to the standardization of human sporting events. I only joined because I couldn't pass up the opportunity to compete in my hometown. This was going to be the last competition of my career. And I thought, no, never mind. I wasn't surprised when the news came out, to be honest. We were just fooling ourselves before. And now it's time to face the fact that...
Sorry to interrupt you, but ain't it too early to be getting this stock, Mr. Fogg?
Crikey. What time is it, mate?
I don't have to look at my watch to know it isn't night yet.
Then what's going on? what the bloody hell is happening?
I'll do my best. Teaspoon, let's shake hands. Fine.
Guns loaded.
Time to turn the page. Make the future brighter. Hilarious.
Don't waste my time.
It's gonna break! Oh! Did I miss something?
That all you got?
Or this one? This book? Salute!
Trail's still warm.
To transcribe. Great. No mistakes.
Don't act surprised. It's just another day on the job.
Are you alright?
Oh, good, thanks. What the blazes was that?
It looked just like the black fog that attacked the hospital. Only smaller, and it was a different shape. Let's move to your office, Mr. Fogg. There's something we need to talk about. I believe all these problems we're having, the smog, the tuberculosis, the failure of your machine, have something to do with the black fog.
What?
But first, we need to get everyone out of the stadium in case it attacks again.
Leave it be. It's no use worrying about it now.
You pushed it too hard, mate.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Mr. Fogg. The fact that you made something that worked at all, in just a matter of weeks, is an achievement in itself.
I appreciate it, Miss Tooth Fairy. I know it doesn't make any sense to keep it around after it failed so spectacularly. But I just... I can't bear to break it down. At least not for now. I enchanted it with my arcane skill. So we're linked together. It used to breathe as I did. And now I cough and splutter just like it does.
You should go to the hospital as soon as possible.
See? How many times have I told you that and you never listened? Even the doctor's saying so. Anyway, what was it that you wanted to talk about, Miss Tooth Fairy?
The experiments I've been doing these days. Here's a sample of the black fog. I collected it from the alley after it attacked me. As for the tuberculosis, I analyzed the black fog's composition and found some components very similar to those in the patient's saliva. I've concluded that this fog critter is the root cause of the disease. This critter is fog-soluble, can change its form, and is indestructible. It feeds on smog and, most interestingly, sensitive emotions, which it seems to absorb to nourish itself. In conclusion, the answer to our problems lies in capturing and containing these critters. Also, in one of my experiments, I cultured 2 samples under the same conditions and put one of them in the sun, like this. See, even in today's dim sunlight, it shrinks very quickly. Just wait a moment, and you'll see. Its true being. Sunlight is their weakness. That's why you never see them in areas with clear skies. As you can see, London provides the perfect conditions for it to survive and multiply. Heavy smog, and the anxiety and depression caused by the cancellation of the qualifiers.
I do believe you're right. But it won't be easy to capture these things.
No, definitely not. I'm still trying to figure that one out. We may be able to lure them into a trap, but we need to make a specific plan so that the process is controllable and the results predictable.
A specific plan? The only plan I can think of is to pray to God.
Some people may seek answers from the divine, but whether that works or not is another matter.
Oi! Hello?
Is that Flutter Page's voice?
Sure is. Over there, mate. Outside the window.
Miss Tooth Fairy, Mr. Fogg, Mr. Brimley, would you like to join us?
What?
The residents of Cross Street have got together to petition for the reopening of the qualifiers.
Hi folks, how about this iron? It's a family heirloom, but it'll be perfect for the floating stock fleet. And I'll be the stopwatch. I'm an excellent timekeeper. I can keep time down to the millisecond. We also need a fair good, right? Then I'll put myself forward. Everyone on Cross Street knows I'm an excellent mediator.
Everyone's brought things from their homes. Ladders, hanging rods, clotheslines, anything that might be useful. We're going to rebuild the stadium together. So, will you join us?
What? Are you serious?
Struth! I don't know what to say. This is unbelievable.
Since the qualifiers have been cancelled, we'll just have to hold our own games. Miss Tooth Fairy, I found the right way to look at the fish tank.
Need the job done. I can't. Pretty time. I'm Stacy. Weak hard as fuck. Oh, you deserve it. The trust of the wildest doors for sure. Perhaps you might consider leaving your door unlocked at night. Resistance is futile. Don't touch my bag! Time to turn the page. Lights! I can't read it. Careful with the pages. Don't touch my bag! Time to turn the page. Woohoo! Release! The law is above all else. And now it's easier to understand. Feel its pain and know its regrets. Are you ready to shake? Woohoo! Release! Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full. Mistakes. Release! Rock, rock, rock! Change the world! To transcribe. And now it's easier to understand. Hip, hip, hooray! No need to look back. Intersect and divide. Go away. Four is above all. You're a rational number. That's due the honor of the forest.
Yep.
Digital bodyguard. Ha! Welcome to the world of numbers.
Perfect service, just like always.
just to be sure, you didn't bring any coins, did you? I know how to treat a new friend like you.
I'm here for a worn tooth.
And now, I belong to this set.
No wingman is needed.
Wait! I have to hide the records first!
Dental checkup. Relax.
Isn't that... Start me up!
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Please, don't resist.
Time to check my calculation. Woohoo! Release!
A little trick.
Don't touch my bag! It could be found.
Fun.
They're just little
Wanna watch the
guys.
aerial stunts?
Uh-huh.
Don't blink.
Left hand up. Now right hand up.
A little trick.
No worries. Relax.
Isn't that...
Fun.
Breathe. Please, don't resist.
Uh-huh.
A little trick.